Hi there. Well, I hope this is maybe becoming a bit of a regular thing for you, because guess what? We're already up to chapter 4 of the novel Where Did Your Heart Go by Audrina. So without further ado, let's get started. Charlotte was startled from sleep by her phone beeping. Through her bleary eyes she saw that it was nearly 3 in the morning. She reached for her phone and looked at the screen. It was a number she didn't recognise, but she pressed on it and read the message. Having a great night with Craig, he is one hell of a kisser. There was no name on the text, so she deleted it and tried to forget as she lay back. The image of Craig with another girl was too much as her chest heaved to release the still simmering heartbreak that she felt. Tears started to tumble back down her cheeks. Lying in the darkness, the thoughts kept tumbling around, so she turned the light back on and grabbed the diary again. She hoped that the life of her mum would ease her back to sleep. So now we're back to the diaries. Monday the 11th of January 1988. I woke just before my alarm went off and groaned. It was Monday again. My mind was still on the events of Saturday evening and the time I had spent in the pool with James. I wondered if Sarah might be right and whether he might fancy me as much as I did him. Only time would tell as I pulled my drab grey uniform on and gathered my work from the previous night into my bag. As I joined up with Sarah, June and Amanda, the conversation had started about the party. My dress certainly got tongues wagging, June declared. Yeah, the guys just wouldn't leave her alone, Amanda said, smiling and obviously remembering the attention. But did it work? I asked. Of course. I'm now going out with John. In fact, he promised to meet me at the gates this morning, so let's hurry up as I don't want to keep him waiting. We all smiled at her news and walked slightly quicker than usual towards school. At the gates we saw John talking to Gareth, and they both looked up as we approached. Hi, John, June purred as he opened his arms to her, and she moved into them. Hi, June, girls, he said, before his lips came down and claimed hers. We all tried not to look at the passion before us. Catch you by the lockers, Sarah said. I've got to go on a double date with the two of them next Saturday, Amanda said, groaning. Oh, good luck with that, I said. Which of his mates is he bringing? Gareth, I think, but I'm not sure. She'll owe me a big favour. The day passed slowly, but we were soon on our way home. As I parted from Sarah, we paused for a quick chat. So when will you see James again? She asked. I might go swimming tomorrow night, but I'm not sure yet, I replied. I really do think he likes you. Perhaps he's got a mate he can introduce you to. He did say he would bring somebody next time. Let's hope so, she said. I hate playing gooseberry. I laughed. I like you being my gooseberry. Thursday the 14th of January 1988. I was eager to get home early as it was life-saving night again and I couldn't wait. Packing my bag, I decided to wear my bikini instead of my swimsuit. After all, both the other girls would probably be wearing theirs. When I arrived, we went upstairs to the far end of the cafe area as we were going through some of the theory of the course. James appeared carrying a resuscitation doll that we had to practice doing mouth-to-mouth on. I felt at a slight advantage, as last term at school we had done a basic first aid course, and I hadn't forgotten any of it. As my mouth covered the dolls, I tried not to think about how it would feel to be doing this on James, or for that matter, him doing it to me. Emerging in my bikini, I felt much more at ease. I saw James and felt his gaze run up and down my body. I tried not to tremble and blush as I slid into the cool water. We started with some lengths to warm up and another couple of side stroke until James was happy. Then he gathered us all to the side and explained that we were actually going to try some life-saving and to pair up. The two girls eagerly grabbed the two guys, which just left me. Don't worry, Steph, I'll come in and demonstrate on you, and then you can practice on me, he said. I watched in awe as he stripped off his top and shorts and slid into the water beside me. So, Steph, if you can swim to the deep end and then flail your arms around as if you were drowning, he said. I crawled up the pool to a central spot and then pretended to drown. I could feel my heart racing anyway as I watched James heading towards me at a speed. Then I felt his hand cut my chin, pulling me back against his chest as his other hand and feet pulled me along and back to the shallow end. The feel of his body behind mine was firm. His muscles rippled as I felt dizzy and light-headed. So everyone, your turn now, he said. We'll do a pair at a time, and Steph and I will go last to give her time to watch. He leaned against the side and I tried to catch my breath and slow my speeding heart. As James swam away from me, I took a deep breath and tried to calm my shaking body as I waited and then swam towards him. I took his chin firmly in my hand and then pulled him back against me as I started to work my way to the side. I felt really pleased with my effort. "Well done, Steph, good work," as we reached the shallow end and I reluctantly let him go. We ended on that high note and everyone left the pool. Gathering my bag together, my hand still tingled from the feel of his skin under my fingers, his body lying on top of mine in the water. In the foyer, I saw James talking to Elaine on reception. He spotted me and walked over. "Are you coming swimming again on Saturday?" he asked. "Yes, I think so." "Cool, I'll be in the pool again and I'll bring my best mate Chris," he said. "At least we'll have a more even splash fight, boys against girls." "OK, well I'll see you on Saturday then about 5, I said, as I just managed to get the words out in the right order. 5 it is. See you then, Steph. Walking across the car park, I paused and looked back towards the bright lights of the building. He was there in the window again, and we both raised our hands and waved. I ran home with all the excitement bubbling away inside of me. In bed that night I fell into a pool of magical dreams, starring James. Friday the 15th of January 1988. I practically skipped down the road towards Sarah as I couldn't wait to tell her the exciting news. "Are you okay?" Sarah asked as I linked my arm through hers. "Oh yes, more than okay." "Well, share." "We're going swimming on Saturday with James and he is bringing his friend Chris with him." "Oh, so things went well in class then?" "Yeah. He saved me from drowning in the deep end, and then I saved him." The image of his semi-naked body filled my mind. My fingertips tingled as if to reinforce the memory. As we joined the others, I gave Sarah a quick glance and she knew to keep quiet, so instead we listened to June, giving us the lowdown on John. School passed fairly quickly, and as we said goodbye, I arranged to meet Sarah at the end of her road at 4 tomorrow. At home in my room, I turned to Rick Astley on the stereo as I tried to decide what to wear. I listened intently to the words of "Whenever You Need Somebody," and as I sang along with Rick, I knew they portrayed how I felt. "Whenever you need somebody, I'll be around. You don't have to say you love me, I just want to be with you." I knew I wanted it to be love between James and I, but at this stage I would settle for anything, and just being a friend was good enough. Charlotte felt her eyelids getting heavy and looked across at her alarm clock. She had been reading for an hour, and she knew that she needed to get some sleep. She found a bookmark and placed it on the page. Part of her wanted to continue, to find out how things went at the pool the next day. Were they going to get together at last? Was the Chris in the diary her Uncle Chris? She guessed perhaps he might be, so it was even better reading about her aunt and uncle's first meeting too. Well, that's the end of chapter 4. Next week will be chapter 5, and once again I look forward to you posting any comments, any ideas, anything really. Love to interact with you guys, and you can find this video on my Facebook page. So once again, see you soon. Take care.